I am Dr. Mohammad Rafi, Associate Professor, Department of Cyber Security at Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today I want to discuss about the network, the programming and management, in which the topic is a network management concept, that is a SNMP, network management concepts in a programming. Here is SNMP network management concepts. That means simple SNMP means simple network management protocol. So this is a simple network management as a protocol. This simple network management as a protocol is an application layer protocol. In OSI reference model, if you see the OSI reference model, the last seventh layer, so it is a application layer. So that the application layer, now we can utilize the SNMP. SNMP is an application layer protocol. So this application layer protocol that uses the user datagram protocol port number. Here UDP port number, that is the number is 160 by 162. So which is utilized in a application layer, that is the topmost layer in a OSI reference model. Now if you see the OSI reference models, in OSI reference model now generally we are using the first layer as a physical layer, data link layer, second layer is a data link layer, and network layer, third layer is a network layer, and fourth layer is a transport layer, session layer, and presentation layer, and application layer. So application layer is a topmost layer. It is a seventh layer. The numbering now will giving from bottom to top. Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, 6 and 7. Here is the application layer. This application layer, the protocol, now we are saying it as a SNMP. That is a simple network management the protocol. Here is this the simple network management the protocol that uses the UDP port number while transferring the data from host 1 to host 2. While transferring the data from host 1 to host 2, generally we are utilizing the port number as 161 by 162. This is the port number of the destination of the device. Here these are the user datagram protocol now, which is using the port number. By the help of these the port number, so the data transparency can be done. Here is a SNMP which is used to monitoring the network and detecting the network the faults, sometimes even to configuring the remote the devices. Whatever the devices, now remote devices we are using, so the remote devices can be configured with help of the SNMP protocol. Here is the components of the SNMP protocol. There are mainly three components of SNMP protocol: SNMP manager, SNMP agent, and management information base, MIB. SNMP manager and SNMP agent, SNMP information base, these are all the main components. If we see SNMP architecture, now this is a SNMP architecture. So it is a agent device. Now, as a agent device, we are using the router, switches, hubs, etc. Now in an agent device can be utilized. That is a managed here in this agent device in a routers or switches. Now we are arranging the MIB database. That is a management information base. Management information base database, and also simple network management concepts. That is a simple network. Now this is the protocol. This protocol agent software, SNMP agent softwares now we are utilizing. So SNMP now, which is responses, sending the responses to the SNMP manager. That is NMS. NMS now, which is utilizing the NMS or SNMP manager of the software. This is SNMP the manager of the software now, which is receiving the SNMP the response from the agent device. The agent device now which are sending over the network, which is sending the request over the internet. Over the internet only, which is transferring the request to the SNMP manager. The SNMP the manager here now, which it will be replay the response. That is SNMP commands can be sent over the internet and replayed. So like this now, between the agent device and SNMP the manager now effectively with help of these the components SNMP manager and SNMP agent and management of the information base now with help of these the components now we can manage the network. We can control the network over the internet. What type of the data we are sending, the data is a correct data or valid data or not. So if it is the data is effectively transferring from source to the destination within time or not. So is there any false arise? So that can be detected and identified. Here is SNMP manager. SNMP manager, it is a centralized system which is used to monitoring the network. It is also known as a network management station. That is a NMS. So here is the routers. The routers that runs the SNMP server program, that is called an agent. Here is the SNMP agents. SNMP agents. Now these are all the SNMP agents and MIB. Here a router that can run the SNMP server. So this is the SNMP server now, this router now. So R1, router 1, router 2, router 3, which is running the SNMP server mission. So the server can be maintained. Here is the SNMP, the server that can be maintained at SNMP manager level here. So it will be the managed and controlled with help of the agent, that is a SNMP agent. While a host that runs the SNMP client program is called as a manager. Manager means here at manager what we are doing here. SNMP, this with help of this SNMP, the client the programs can be run. So we see, so this is the SNMP agent. SNMP agent is a application layer protocol. This application layer protocol now, which is defined by the internet architecture. So that is a internet architecture. Now we are using the RFC command, request for command 1157. That is a request with help of this request command here. Now it will be defined. SNMP, it is defined at the application layer level for exchanging the management information between the network device. With help of this SNMP agent, we are exchanging the information. The information should be managed, monitored. Whatever the information you are sending, it is managed information or monitoring information. An SNMP agent is a process that runs on a system being managed and maintains the MIB database for the system on any operating system. So this manager, SNMP manager, what it is doing? So it is a application. This is the manager here that generate the request for MIB information and process the response. Whatever the information it is managed, that is generating the request, and also process the whatever the request is sent by the agent. The server is which will be the processed and send back the information. Here response can be sent back to the agent, SNMP agent. So this is about the SNMP agent and management information base, MIB. MIB means management information base. Management information base here, which is consisting of the information on resources that can be managed by the server, or that is a manager. It will be managed by the SNMP as a manager or server. Here, whatever the information is managing by the manager or server, so it is the information in a database can be organized hierarchically. Here, the information can be managed information in a database or MIB database. It will be organized in a hierarchically. It consisting of the objects instead, which are the essentially variables. So that means here these management information, so which is the collection of all objects, now which collect the all objects and maintain in a as a database. So whatever the database are maintaining, so under the management by the manager, so it is a unique to each agent system interface and address the translations. Internet the protocols, UDPs and EGP, ICMP, TCP are the 8 categories that is included in a management information base. So in a management information base, which make up the MIB, this MIB object is a home to this group. It will be categorized or clustered based on this the categorization or clustering. Now we can classify. We can classify what information is transferring between the two other devices or between the two different networks. That is managing the information. Here, whatever the information you are transferring, so that should be arranged, organized in hierarchically in the database, and that will be monitored and managed. The effective whatever the information is arranged, which is sending to the destination hierarchically or not. So we can say with help of this other component. Now the outcome of understanding and implementing the SNMP. So it is a very simple network management protocol. Network management the concepts is the effective monitoring and managing, and also here which is maintaining of a network other devices or infrastructures. The outcome of the SNMP network management the concepts are these SNMP network management which improve the network visibility. Here which improve the network visibility. That means whatever the resources, whatever the devices are utilizing, that utilizing devices the visibility can be improved. Managers have a comprehensive view of the network performance and also health through the data that can be collected from the SNMP agent. Monitoring the data, health the networking. So data healthing means the correct data, the quality data you are sending or not. So we can see and we can visualize over the network. So that can be improved. The visibility can be improved. So this is the first outcome of the SNMP network management, and also the proactive network management. So it is proactive network management. What it is doing, SNMP which traps enabling the real-time alerts for the significant events, which allowing the network administrators to addressing the issues promptly before the escalate. So this is about the proactive the network management, and also which is enhancing the network performance. While using this network management over this internet, now which enhance the network performance and provide the more security. That means a regular monitoring of the network other devices. Whatever the devices you are using, if you are monitoring the regularly without other time delay, with help of this SNMP, now we can identify the performance, scalability, efficiency and accuracy. Effectively we can identify and enhance the performance also, and optimizing the resource allocations. Whatever the resources you are using for transmission, for data transmission, for effective communication, we can, for effective communication now between the two devices, now we can increase the resource allocation, we can optimize the resource allocations, and efficient troubleshooting. Troubleshooting can be done very efficiently. So in troubleshooting here, what we are doing in troubleshooting, the problems can be identified. That means routings, if any lost, if any packet loss or delay, time delay or any damages over the network, all the issues, all the problems can be identified, efficiently identified. Here is with a detailed and structured information in MIB, network issues can be diagnosed and resolved more quickly. If is there any network issues, any network problem, any transmission problems, so that can be resolved within a fraction of seconds, can be resolved with help of this management technology. SNMP, this is the protocol management technology. These are the concepts now. Effectively, we are diagnosing and resolving the problems within a fraction of seconds. Now we can resolve the problems. Here is efficient troubleshooting. Efficient troubleshooting means here with a detailed and structured information in MIB, we are very effectively troubleshoot, identify the network issues. Problems can be resolved within a fraction of seconds. And scalability. Here is the measurable. The data over the network, whatever the data you are transferring, which is a scalable, and data is a measurable. The quality of the data, the quantity of the data here, in terms of this quantity now we can measure. The quality here, the data quality, we can achieve the data quality by utilizing these network management, SNMP network management and the concepts. Quality can be improved. So like this, the SNMP, these are the protocol now which is supports a scalable network management system where the additional devices can be easily incorporated and managed. Overall, the mastering of the SNMP network management concepts, so which allowing for more reliable, efficient and also secure the network environment. By providing the security to the network or the environment, bulk amount of the data we can able to transfer between the two devices with the secure network environment. While the network environment is a secure, the data transparency is very effective. The accuracy of the data, performance, scalability, now high accuracy, high scalability, high performance can be achieved with a secure network environment. For it is also for efficient and more reliable also. And supporting the organizations optionally. So how it is supporting the organizations optionally means here, that means whatever the data you are storing which is organized hierarchically, and whatever the data you want to send, you are sending with securely. So that's why organizations operationally and business goals now, which is satisfying, which fulfilling the business goals in a business, in commercial. So with help of this network management, the protocol, the business, the goals can be satisfied, fulfill the requirement of the business goal. Best example, SNMP network management, that is a Google, in Google, or any Flipkart, any Amazon product. So this is the business goals. So in these are the business goals now. So we can achieve the requirements now. We can achieve the requirement satisfaction. So in these areas, here is security and compliances. SNMP V3, which provide the robust security features. Robust security features, that means which including the authentication, encryption, and ensuring the secure communication between the managers and agents. Between the managers and agents, we can provide the more the security. Here, that's why the compliances and which provide, this is the version SNMP V3 version. V3 version, it is a high security, which provide the high security parameters or high security other features. We are including the parameters should be whatever the parameters you are including, which provide the high security, and also the authentication authorizations also including, and providing the more security with help of the encryption and decryption concepts, and ensuring the communication between the manager and SNMP manager and SNMP agents. Very effectively ensure the communication and provide the safe data transmissions. This SNMP now, which is saving the cost by automating the network management task and improving the network uptime. SNMP now, which helps to reduce the operational cost that will be associated with network maintenance. And data-driven decision making. Data-driven decision making means here network administrator, what he will do, can make the informed decisions. Informed decisions to the agent. Whatever the decisions are informed to the agent, so that can be considered by the network administrator. So based on what are the condition, whatever the data is organized hierarchically, whatever the data is collected, whatever the data is stored in a MIB database here. Based on these collected data, organized hierarchical data, so the administrator can be informed from the SNMP. Here is, so which is leading to the better networking planning and management. It will be better networking. Planning should be very effectively. Based on this, the planning, the management can be done very effectively. So that is which fulfill the requirements. That means here social media requirements and the customer requirements can be fulfilled with the data-driven decision making. And objectives of the SNMP network management concepts. Network monitoring, which is continuously observes and collect the real-time data on a network performance and health. Fault management now, which is what it is doing now, which is detecting and isolating and quickly resolving the network issues to minimizing the downtimes or downfalls. Any fault isolations or any fault the detections, so network issues can be resolved. So Network monitoring here, which is observing and collecting all real-time data. So whatever it is performed on a network and health of the network. Health of the network should be monitored. That means any routers are damaged over the network. So any issues are arised, any delays are arised, everything can be done with help of the network monitoring. And also here configuration management. We'll see configuration management. The configuration management here, it is nothing but a efficiently manage and configure the network devices for a consistent operations. That means now what we are doing, the management should be very efficient, very accurate, and very high. The performance can be achieved with the network configuration. High configure, now the performance should be very high. So the consisting operations can be performed with help of this configuration management and performance management. This is the performance management. What it is doing, analyzing the network the performance data to optimize the resources and utilization and efficiency. Here is security management. The security management, what it is doing now, which ensures the secure network management operations. Here, which is secure network management operations, whatever the operations are performing, whatever the data is transferring between the source and destination, the data transparency or packet the transparency should be the more secure. So like this now it will be managed, and that adapts and growing the network the needs with the help of the scalability and flexibility. Here is the real-time applications of SNMP network management. The concepts are which is applied in a network device monitoring. Any network, it will be private network or public network. Any private and public network can be monitored. That is a network devices monitoring can be done with help of the SNMP network management. Continuously tracking the status. What is happening? What are the damages? What are the issues? What are the problems? That can be continuously track the status and the performance of the routers, switches and other network hardwares. Here the performance of the routers, switches and other network the hardwares that continuously can be tracked. Fault detection and alerts. Here is fault the detections and alerts. Receives the real-time notifications for network other failures or anomalies, which is enabling the prompt troubleshooting. So that is a fault detecting and alerting the system. Now we are utilizing the SNMP network management. And bandwidth usage analysis. Bandwidth usage analysis, what it is doing here, which is monitoring and analyzing the bandwidth consumption. How much of the bandwidth now which is required for transmitting the packets from source to other destination. The bandwidth main depends upon this. The bandwidth now, the speed can be increased. Speed can be increased between the source and destination to prevent the congestions and optimizing the network traffics. Whatever the networks, the traffics now we are arised whatever the network traffics arise in a data transmission, so that can be prevented. And optimize the network traffic. That means optimizing means here now we are minimizing the network traffics by including the bandwidth usage analysis. Here bandwidth is the more the bandwidth, here we can reduce the traffic. So the bandwidth is less the bandwidth, generally the congestions will be happened. And configuration management. This is a configuration management. What it is doing, deploy and manages the device configurations across the network. Here is across the networks now, it will be the deploy and manage the device or the configurations, which is ensuring the consistency and compliances. This is about the configuration management. Here, security monitoring, performance optimization. Security monitoring means here now, which is monitoring the security is more security is the providing or not. Any attackers are attacking. Any data loss is happening between these two other devices that can be monitored. So which is a detect and response to the security incidents by monitoring the network or the traffics for suspicious activities between the two devices, between the two networks. The network should be the different networks or same the networks. The traffic can be security monitoring can be done. Here with this the security and the monitoring now, the performance can be optimized. That means analyzing the performance metrics to identify and address the bottlenecks, which ensuring the optimal network the performance. Here is for this network SNMP network management the concepts. The textbooks are the Unix network programming, network management the principles and practices, and reference books are these are the reference books. That is networking with the TCP/IP and SNMP, SNMP v2, SNMP v3, RMON 1 and 2, and these are all the web the references. So this is about the SNMP network management. Thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.